Ready?
Hell yeah.
What is your name?
My name is Zoe Boy Cal. That's Zoeboycal. There's spaces in between each one. So Zoe space Boy space Cal.
Okay. So what is it that you do?
I do a lot of shit. I am mainly a audio engineer, producer, and artist. I draw. I just anything that has to do with art and creating shit. That's what I do. For Showski.
So, audio engineering. Do you audio engineer for yourself?
Yeah, I actually started doing it for myself, and I never thought at the time that I was gonna be doing that shit for other people, but here I am. But so all my music that you hear, besides like a couple songs, I think it's I'm a Problem and If I Fall or some shit, are all engineered by me.
Okay. So, I know recently you were just part of a big show. Can you talk about that?
Yes. So my amazing friend, business partner, everything else invited me to share a set to open up for Tony Remedi, and that was different. It was different for sure. It was one of those things like anything you say goes. Motherfuckers are going to listen to what the fuck you want them to do. It wasn't like people were tuned in and paying attention, and that's what I love. So it was dope. It was different. It was a whole legendary thing.
Okay. So where are you from?
I'm from here. I'm from Columbus.
Columbus? Okay. Have you ever performed out of town?
I haven't, actually. All my performances have been here, at home, in the city. However, that's going to be changing very soon. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when it comes to music, do you do features?
I'll do hella features. I love if someone sends me an open, I'll kill the fuck out of that shit. However, though, it's it's a little different. I don't usually send opens to people, so I'll usually feature on people's songs, but I usually don't allow people to feature on my songs. And it's nothing against other people. It's just when I have a vision for a song, especially if I produce it and everything like that, it's kind of hard to really know or want other people on it, unless there's someone who has a specific sound or voice that can kind of work with that vision. But
yeah. So rewind back to that show. When you say that you shared a spot with somebody, who was that?
that was the amazing, the great, the legendary, the iconic Jay Alvarez, who was just on here in this seat. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But hell yeah. I'm super grateful and super appreciative because she really didn't have to do that shit. She could have just kept the whole set. But she was like, hey Zoe, you want to do this thing? And I'm like, all right, bet. And then we made that shit happen. We killed it. And yeah, I live streamed the whole thing on Instagram. It was dope. Hella people were supporting me.
Okay. Well, with everything that you do, what is like your main goal?
My main goal is being an artist. But I understand that with a lot of things in the creative industry, it's a lot of luck and timing. So right now, or at least recently, I've been focusing more on the engineering side, just so I can kind of be at the right place at the right time to then boost my artistry. That makes sense.
Okay.
But my main thing is definitely being an artist, because there's no better way to express myself than being an artist.
Okay. So do you do a lot of shows?
Yeah. My only thing is I'm hella introverted, so I like to stay home. So if I don't have to go out, or if I can find any excuse to not go out and do some shit, I ain't gonna do it. However, that's changing because we gotta switch gears. So.
Yeah. So Do they do like when you do the shows? Do they usually like go smooth? Cause
Oh yeah, they go smooth. They go smooth as
okay,
hell. Something about everything I do just always goes smooth. I don't know how. I'm not even trying to flex. I don't know how the fuck it happens. Shit be fucked up on the way to and after, and shit will be smooth. I don't know how it happens, but I'll take it. I ain't complaining.
yeah.
Not at all.
So where do you see yourself in like the next 2-3 years?
I ain't gonna be here, that's for sure. I ain't gonna be in Columbus. That is for certain. That's all I can really say about that because I really can't answer that question. Things are moving chaotically in the best way possible. So that's not a question that I can really answer.
Okay, since you say you're not gonna be here, do you feel like it's harder to make it staying in the city that you're from?
Yeah, that's a good question. And it's nothing against the people in the city. It's really about the fact that it's home. So people will know you not as an artist, but they'll know you as whoever the fuck you are. So me, my name's Chris. Niggas in the city know me. Well, most of the people around me know me as just Chris because I grew up here. So in a different city, introducing myself as Zoe, niggas are gonna know me as Zoe and know what I do and respect what I do because that's their first impression of me. That makes sense.
Okay, so where does that name come from? Why did you choose that?
So I'm actually half Haitian. So that's kind of where Zoe Boy comes from. And then the Cal part is just my first and my middle name put together. And because there's too many Zoe Boys. I gotta stand out somehow. So.
Have you ever been to Haiti?
No, unfortunately I haven't. I really want to go, and I've been meeting a lot of people from Haiti recently. So it's calling, definitely. It's definitely calling. I'm a little bit scared because Haiti is it's a magical place in the best and worst ways possible. And there's a lot of people who are spiteful and hateful in Haiti, and they will use their magical things to get you the fuck up out of here. So, but I'm excited to go at some point, and I know it's gonna be good.
So, if people want to follow you, where do they find you at?
They're gonna find me on Instagram at ZoeBoy.cal and on Spotify and Apple Music and SoundCloud at ZoE space BOY space CAL.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, the things that you're doing as far as your art, your music, and everything like that, your audio engineering, when like other people that are trying to do the same thing that you're doing, do you have any advice for them?
Yeah, my biggest advice, especially when it comes to engineering and being an artist, because producing, at least for me personally, came pretty quickly. So did being an artist, but this still applies. Biggest advice is be patient with yourself and don't be so hard on yourself. Because that's a big challenge that I had to go through because nobody ever told me otherwise. And especially with engineering, you can literally, if you go back to my first song all the way up to my most recent song and just listen through each little single, you can hear the evolution in engineering because I was patient with myself. As an artist, it's also good to be patient with yourself because at the end of the day, as soon as you think that you're the hottest shit on the planet, reality will punch you in your motherfucking face so damn hard. And it will let you know that you are in fact not the hottest shit on the planet. And you will meet and see people who are way ahead of you, but if you're patient with yourself, then you won't take it as a negative thing. You'll take it as a potential way to evolve. And because at the end of the day, you are what you're around. You're a part of your environment. And so if you're around people who are way ahead of you, you will catch up and you might surpass them. And so, yeah, just be patient. That's really the biggest thing. Be patient. Enjoy the ride as much as you can, because it's definitely gonna be some low points, but it's a fun ass ride for sure.
Yeah. So, do you have anything else that you want to tell people about anything?
I got a lot to say about a lot of shit. Biggest thing, especially because I know there's gonna be a lot of other artists and producers and engineers and models and writers and poets and all those other thingies that see this. Like I said, be patient with yourself, but also don't short yourself. If you short yourself, you're not getting anywhere, period. Straight up.
Yeah, so got one more question for you. Do you feel like there's a time limit on your career?
I love that question. So I struggle with a lot of anxiety and a lot of just impending senses, I guess, impending feelings. So for me personally, I do feel like there's a time limit, and I feel like I need to get to a certain point before a certain time. It's just how my brain is, it's how my body is. I understand in reality that's not the case, but for me personally, yes, I feel like there is. However, to anybody else out there who is listening and hearing this, there is not a time limit. There's motherfuckers who are in the industry who are popping out at 40, 50 fucking years old and doing better than a lot of people. But then there's also people who are popping out at 16, 17 years old and taking over the world. It's no time limit. Time, it does not exist in the world of creativity. And that's a big hurdle that everybody's going to have to get over, especially if you start doing anything creative. So, no time limit. Just do the shit, make it happen, and you'll see that shit happens quick, way quicker than you ever imagined. So even if you're 40, 50 fucking years old, if you're doing your shit, you're on your shit, you might, in fact, you might reach where you want to be at 51 or 52 because you started at 50, but you really put in the work and really put your soul into it at 50. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Use the SSI check. Yeah. But yeah, man, it was good talking to you, Zoe Boy Cal. Yeah. Yeah.
It was dope. It was fucking dope.